Hello dear students, in previous session we were discussing about electrostatic potential and capacitance chapter. So in that chapter basically we come to know that what is electrostatic potential. So electrostatic potential means it is the amount of work done to bring a unit positive charge from that infinite distance to a finite distance without any acceleration we consider. So for that purpose we got that equation for electrostatic potential. So that is V is equal to what? V is equal to W by Q here. So W is equal to what? So V into Q. So amount of work done to bring unit positive charge from infinite distance to a finite distance. So for that purpose we derive that expression for that electrostatic potential due to a isolated point charge. For example, I will consider that plus Q amount of charge at an infinite distance from this charge. I will consider 1 coulomb of charge. So that 1 coulomb of charge I will bring from that infinite distance to a finite distance. In order to bring it from that infinite distance to a finite distance, that work done is equal to what? So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So that work done is stored it as a electrostatic potential here. So in previous class we derived this equation. Now today I will consider one dipole here. So in case of the dipole, I want to determine the value of potential at any point due to dipole. So for example, this is one dipole, means one is negative, another one is positive charge. So due to the dipole, there exists a certain kind of potential. So mathematically, I need to come to know the value of potential at any point due to dipole. So I will consider one dipole here. So in case of the dipole, I will choose one point here. So I want to determine what is the value of potential at this point, or an axial line, or at equatorial line. So I want to calculate the value of potential at any point due to dipole here. So next we will consider potential due to dipole. So we are going to be derive an expression for electrostatic potential due to dipole. So we will derive an expression for electrostatic potential due to dipole. Derive an expression for electrostatic potential due to dipole. So what it means here? So because of the dipole there exists a certain kind of potential. So now I want to determine the value of potential at any point due to a dipole. So for that purpose, first I will consider one electric dipole here. So for example, so this is minus Q and this is plus Q. So for example, this is minus Q and this is charge plus Q here. Separation between minus Q and plus Q, so that is dipole length. So that value is 2a or 2l. So that dipole length is 2a here. For example, that O be the midpoint here. Now I will choose that one point here. So let P be a point of observation where I need to determine the potential at this point due to a dipole. So look at here, I want to calculate the value of potential due to a dipole. So that point I will choose here. That for example, at this point what will be the value of potential due to the dipole I need to find out here. So for example, so this point P is at a certain distance from that plus Q and as well as from that minus Q here. So for example, distance, for example, this is point A I will take and this is point B I will consider here, and distance from A to P is, so that distance I will name it as a R1 here. Distance from B to P, so that distance I will name it as a R2 here. So from the center of the dipole to this point of observation, so that distance I will take it as a R here. So this distance I will name it as a R here. So total distance is 2a, means so this distance is A here and this is also A here. Now I want to calculate that potential at point P due to minus Q charge and plus Q charge. So look at here, consider an dipole of length. of length 2a. What is the dipole length here? Dipole length is 2a. Let P be a point at a distance, P be a point at a distance r1 from minus q, at a distance r1 from minus q and r2 from plus q, where electric potential is to be determined. So what is my intention here? My intention is to calculate that potential at this point, where potential is to be determined. Okay, so now I will consider that potential at point P due to minus q and plus q. So let me write it here. Potential at point P due to minus q and plus q is, so shall I take it as a total potential here? So V is equal to what? V is equal to V1 plus of V2 here. So what is the total potential? So total potential V is equal to V1 plus of V2 here. So V1 means what? So potential at point P because of minus q charge. So shall I take this one as a 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus of q divided by r here. So what is the equation? V1 is nothing but a potential at point P because of the negative charge. So next I will take negative here. Next plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, so that is plus q charge, q divided by, so this distance is r1 and this distance is r2 here. So shall I rewrite this equation? So shall I take that common factor here? So q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, if I take that common, minus of 1 by r1 plus of 1 by r2 here. So I will rearrange this equation. V is equal to what? So q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Shall I rearrange here? So 1 by r2 minus of 1 by r1 here. If I take that LCM here, q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r1 into r2. So in numerator r2 minus of, sorry, so r1 minus of r2 here, r1 minus of r2 here. So look at here, just I will pause here and let me continue with the diagram. So look at here, the distance from A to P and distance from that B to P is not same. So that R1 is not equivalent to a R2 here. So the distance from that A to B and B to P is different one. So for that purpose, so I will draw one perpendicular line here. So for this diagram, so look at here, distance from A to P and distance from B to P is not same. So for that purpose, I will draw one perpendicular line here. So let me draw one perpendicular line here, perpendicular line to that AP here. If I draw that perpendicular line, so for example, this is M here. Now look at here, distance from M to P and distance from B to P is nearly equal here. So look at here, R1 and R2 is not equal. So for that purpose, to the line AP, I will draw one perpendicular line, that is B to M here. So now M to P is equal to B to P here. So look at here, this distance is R1, this distance is R2. Then what about the excess distance here? So look at here, M to P is this one and B to P distance is this one. So look at here, so from that A to P is R1, so from that B to P is R2. Then what about the remaining distance from A to P here, sorry, A to M here? This distance from A to M is act as a excess distance here. So for example, that M to P is equal to B to P means, so this is excess distance here. So this excess distance is nothing but a R1 minus of R2. So did you get my point here? So look at here, A to M is nothing but it is the excess distance here. So A to M I will take it as a R1 minus of R2. So perpendicular line, for example, this is 90 degree. So now from this diagram, from the triangle AMB, so I will consider here, sorry, I will consider here from figure cos theta value is equal to what? So from this figure, cos theta value, so here angle is 90 degree. So cos theta is equal to what? So adjacent by hypotenuse. So for example, adjacent means what here? A to M is adjacent side. Adjacent side is A to M here. Hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse is AB here. AM divided by AB here. So look at here, distance between A to B is nothing but what? Dipole length. So shall I take this one as a 2A here? And A to M distance is excess distance I said. What's that excess distance I took here? R1 minus of R2. So look at here, cos theta is equal to A to M is nothing but a excess distance. So this excess distance I will name it as a R1 minus R2. Why? Because R1 is not equal to R2. So for that purpose I drawn one perpendicular line. So now P to M is equal to B to P here. So this is act as a excess distance here. So that excess distance I will take it as a R1 minus of R2. A to M is nothing but what? R1 minus of R2. A to B is nothing but what? So that is dipole length, that is 2A. Shall I rearrange here? R1 minus of R2 is equal to 2A cos theta. Shall I rewrite here? So look at here, I want to get that R1 minus R2 value. So from the diagram I got that R1 minus of R2 value. So now I will substitute R1 minus R2 value in equation 1 here. So look at here. So put equation 2 value. Put equation 2 value in equation 1. So if I substitute equation 2 value in equation 1, so for example, so V is equal to what here? So V is equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, wherever R1 minus R2 is there. So shall I rearrange as a 2A cos theta here? So R1 minus R2 is nothing but a 2A cos theta divided by R1 into R2. So this distance is very much small. So now I will take one consideration here. So that consideration is R1 is nearly equal to R2. So in general I will take it as a R here. So the distance R1 is nearly equal to R2. So this distance I will take it as a R here. So look at here, R1 is nearly equal to R2. So that distance I will take it as a R here. So R1 into R2 is there. So R1 is nearly equal to R2. So that is equal to R. So R into R means what? R square here. So look at here. So this distance I will take it as a R square here. Why? Because, so why I consider R square here? R1 is nearly equal to R2. So that is equal to R in generally. So look at here. V is equal to Q into 2A, it is nothing but a dipole here, dipole moment here. So P is equal to what? Q into 2A here. Q into 2A is nothing but what? So dipole moment. So shall I rearrange here? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q into 2A is nothing but what? So P here, P cos theta divided by R square here. Then what will be the final equation here? So final equation I will rewrite it here. So what is the final equation? You get it here. So Q into 2A is nothing but a P here. P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. So this is the required expression for electrostatic potential due to dipole. So look at here. I consider one dipole here. Due to dipole, I will get certain kind of potential. So now I want to calculate what is the potential at this point due to this dipole. So potential at this point because of that minus Q charge and because of that plus Q charge. So if I simplify that, finally I will get that equation V is equal to P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Now I would like to consider that what will be the value of electric potential at axial line and at equatorial line. In case of that electric charge and field, you derive the expression for electric field in case of axial line as well as at equatorial line. In the similar aspect, I want to calculate that what is the value of dipole at axial line and at equatorial line. So this point is not on the axial line and not on the equatorial line. Now I would like to consider that if that point of observation is on axial line, what will be its potential value, or if that point of observation is at equatorial line, what would be its potential value I need to determine here. So look at here, I want to calculate that electrostatic potential at axial line and at equatorial line. So look at here, already I got that equation for electrostatic potential at any point due to dipole. So this is the required equation for electrostatic potential at any point. Now particularly I will choose at axial point and at equatorial point. So at axial point and at equatorial point, what will be the potential value? Electrostatic potential at axial line is, so which thing I am finding here? Electrostatic potential at axial line. So at axial line means what will be the theta value here? So theta value is 0 degree. So if theta value is 0 degree means cos 0 means what? Cos 0 is 1. Then potential at axial, so it is equal to what? P divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. What is the value of electrostatic potential at axial point here? So potential at axial point is equal to P divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Similarly, electrostatic potential at equatorial line. So equatorial line means perpendicular bisector, so then angle is 90 degree. So if that angle is 90 degree means what? Cos 90 is what? Cos 90 is 0. Then what about the potential value at equatorial line? So potential value at equatorial line is 0. So look at here, in case of that a dipole, I will choose that axial point. So at axial point there will be a potential value, but there is no potential value at equatorial line. So look at here, in case of that electric charge and field, electric field is present both along axial line as well as equatorial line, but there is a potential exist only along the axial line. At equatorial line potential value is 0 here. So look at here, so in case of that electrostatic potential, I got that equation for that. So potential due to dipole at axial line is non-zero, but potential due to dipole at equatorial line is 0 here. So where electrostatic potential at equatorial line value is 0 here. Now so in case of that electric charge and field, you got that expression for that zero electric field. So our null point we will consider. So similarly I will consider that zero potential between the two charges here. So in case of that potential, zero potential is exist only for unlike charges. So remember one point here, in case of zero potential, so zero potential is exist only for unlike charges. For like charges there is no zero potential, but in case of that field you consider, in case of electric field you consider that equation for that neutral point or null point for both similar charges and for dissimilar charges, but that potential value is 0 only for unlike charges, so that I will name it as a zero potential here. So look at here, zero potential. So in order to consider that zero potential, I said that zero potential is exist only for unlike charges. Zero potential is exist only for unlike charges. Why that zero potential is exist only for unlike charges? But in case of that electric field, I took that zero field both for that like charges as well as unlike charges. So why? Because electric field or electric field lines is a vector physical quantity, whereas potential is a scalar physical quantity. So that is what zero potential is exist only for unlike charges. So here also two conditions are present. So one is, so zero potential between the charges and zero potential outside the charges. So first I will consider that zero potential between the charges. Zero potential between the charges. So in case of that zero potential between the charges, so I will consider that two charges here. So one is plus q, another one is minus q, or I will name it as a plus q1 here. So let me write it here. So this is plus q1 and another one is minus q2. So I said that zero potential is exist only for unlike charges. For example, so let me choose one point P here. So in this point there may be a zero potential possibility. So zero potential possibility is at a distance of x from the charge q1 here. So for example, distance between plus q and minus q, so that total distance in general I will take it as a r here. Then what about the distance from q2 to this null point or neutral point? So this distance is r minus of x here. So what about the potential at this point? So potential at this point is 0, means v1 plus of v2 is equal to 0, or shall I consider v1 is equal to minus v2 here? If v1 is equal to minus v2 means potential at point P due to plus q charge, what's its value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 divided by, what is the distance from that q1 to P here? That distance is x. So it is equal to minus of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q2, minus into minus plus here, q2 divided by, what is the distance from q2 to P here? So that is r minus of x here. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught will get cancel out here. Next one. So shall I rearrange here? q1 by x is equal to what? q2 by r minus of x, or r minus of x divided by x is equal to q2 by q1. I will simplify here, r by x minus of 1, it is equal to q2 by q1. So denominator is applicable for both the term here. So minus 1 if it goes to right side, so shall I take that r by x is equal to q2 by q1 plus of 1. So my intention is to determine that at what distance, so you may get that zero potential. So x value I need to determine. So shall I rewrite here, x is equal to what? R divided by q2 by q1 plus of 1. So what is the required equation for zero potential or neutral point in case of a unlike charges here? So zero potential is exist only for that unlike charges. So there is two possibilities. So one is zero potential between the charges and another one is zero potential maybe outside the charges. If there is a zero potential between the charges means which equation I need to use here? X is equal to r divided by q2 by q1 plus of 1. What that r indicates here? So r indicates the distance between these two charges. q2 and q1 will be the magnitude of the charges. So one more condition I will look at here. So zero potential is exist outside the charges. So when the zero potential exists is outside the charges, if magnitude of the first charge is less than the second charge, then there exists a zero potential outside the charges. So remember one point here, when there exists a zero potential outside the charges, there is a possibility of zero potential outside the charges when, so q1 is less than that of q2, then zero potential is exist near to the charge q1 here. So look at here, next I will consider zero potential exist outside the charges. So when there exists a zero potential outside the charges, so zero potential is exist outside the charges if magnitude of first charge is less than the second charge. So let me write it here, zero potential outside the charges. So zero potential outside the charges is exist if q1 is less than that of q2, then zero potential is near to, so zero potential is near to q1 here. So let me write that plus q1, and at a certain distance from this one minus of q2. So these two charges are there and separation between them is r here. So if magnitude of first charge is very much small or magnitude of first charge is less than that of second charge, so then I said that zero potential is exist outside the charges. Outside the charges means here also possibility is there and here also possibility is there. So that zero potential is exist outside the charges and that zero potential is near to the first charge or near to the small magnitude charge. For example, this is point P and this point P is at a distance of y from the small magnitude of the charge. Then what about the distance P from that second charge here? So r plus of y here. So this distance is r plus of y. Similarly, v1 plus of v2 is equal to 0 here. Total potential must be 0. v1 plus of v2 is equal to 0 or v1 is equal to minus of v2 here. So let me write that v1 value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 by y here minus of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q2 divided by, so r plus of y here. So this is negative charge, so minus q2, minus into minus, so this will be plus. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught getting cancelled out. q1 by y is equal to q2 by r plus of y. R plus of y divided by y, it is equal to q2 by q1. So r by y plus of 1, it is equal to q2 by q1 here, or r by y is equal to what? q2 by q1. So right side minus of 1 here. So I want to get that y value here. So y is equal to what? So y is equal to r divided by q2 by q1 minus of 1. So in case of that neutral point, so I got that two possibility. One is between the charges, another one is outside the charges. In generally, x is equal to what? R divided by q2 by q1 plus or minus of 1 here. When should I take that plus symbol here? So plus symbol is consist. So potential is exist between the charges. So or in other ways, magnitude of the first charge will be greater than the second charge. Negative sign indicates what? So negative sign indicates means, so if that charge q1 value, magnitude of the first charge is less than that of second charge, so then I will take that negative sign here. So hope you are getting these things. So remaining thing will